Hi, I'm Jamie Baker, sports editor of the Courier, here with Ted Radick, Andrew Williams, and we're going to play a little game today. And the game is in or out. We're at week 10 of the high school football season. Playoff berths on the line. Let's start out in Division 5. Ottawa Glandorf, they got Lima Bath this week. They are sitting, let's see here, right now, 10th in the region. In or out?
Out.
Out.
That's a shame, too, isn't it?
It is.
I think we're all in agreement they're probably not going to make it. They're going to go 8-2 in the Western Buckeye League.
Just too much ground to make up at this point. So
Yeah, that's a tough region. You know, you got Liberty Benton, Marion Pleasant, Huron, Coldwater, and even at the bottom of that, just the teams that are playing right ahead of them are probably going to win, and it's just not going to be enough for them to get in.
yeah,
Well, I looked at some of the other regions, and they'd be in the top 8 in all the other regions, so
Sure.
that is a shame. And I imagine that a lot of these teams in the top 8 probably saying to themselves, they're probably glad Ottawa Glandorf isn't going to the playoffs.
probably you're right. I mean,
They'd be a tough out.
OG would be a tough out. You know, that's a good ball club to not be making the playoffs.
And, of course, Liberty Benton has already clinched a playoff spot and can probably get a home game this week with a win. So we'll see what happens there in Region 16. Region 24 in Division 7, that's kind of the area teams that we have. A lot of the Division 7 teams. I guess the first one not mathematically eliminated yet is North Baltimore, probably out.
Probably out.
Yeah, they got Van Loo this week and sitting 10th. There's just not enough points there for them to make up enough ground to get in.
But you know what?
Nice job by the Tigers this year, though. They're gonna finish 5-5.
Yeah, 5 wins is
So-
the most they've had since I think 06 probably. So,
Pretty good season. The move to the BBC was a good one for the Tigers. Maybe they can
Pointed in the right direction, that's for sure.
point them in the right directions, maybe build a few more numbers, and do even better next year. Lipsick sitting 8th in the region. They have Hopewell Loudon this week, in or out?
I think they're in. They're going to get to 5-5. Getting that win over Hopewell is going to help because that's a Division 6 school. There's some more points there. Really, the biggest thing about this region is nobody's really moving up from below. Edgerton's got Fairview this week, which is also a Division 6 team. So there's a possibility there if they can get enough points to get in there. But I just think Lipsick wins, even though they're going to go 5-5. They should be in.
I agree. They're in.
They're in. Been a roller coaster season at Lipsick, and to say the least, and getting in there and making the playoffs would be a nice feather in their cap for
Sure.
all they've been through this year. Number 6, Pandora Gilboa. They have Van Buren this week in a big Blanchard Valley Conference Valley Division game. Pandora, in or out?
Pandora's in. Like I said, there's not enough really moving up from the bottom. The teams at 9 through 12 or so, they're going to push them. So win or lose, they're going to get in.
How about that? How about that game anyway, Ted? Do you expect it to be a game?
I do. Pandora's got a nice run game. They've shown the ability to pass the ball a little bit too. The question is, can their defense stop Van Buren's offense? But as long as Marion Local, who's going to win the Division 7 state championship, beats St. John's, Pandora is in, win or lose.
Okay, very
Yeah,
good.
I think the one thing to say about this region, the most interesting thing is the teams at the bottom seem to be kind of the tougher teams that are going to match up with the teams at the top. Because even at 4 and 6, it looks like Delva St. John's should get in, which is kind of guess that says something for only having 4 wins. But matching up with Arlington, I don't think Arlington wants to see Delva St. John's the
I
first
don't
week.
think anybody
Anybody
wants to
wants
see
Well,
Delta St. John's.
that said, though, this isn't your daddy's Delphi St. John's either. I mean, they're
I still wouldn't want to play them.
And they have a pretty
I know
good.
what
they
you're
have a-
saying.
They have a pretty good win over Lima Central Catholic, so
Yep.
I'll give that to them.
okay. All right. Grove, Andy Schaefer got Columbus Grove in the playoffs. They've already clinched a berth.
Yep.
And Macomb and Arlington are also in, so we'll be represented well in Division 7, Region 24.
Could have 5 teams in there.
Could have 5 teams in there, so we're almost guaranteed a team in the state semifinals. Calvert's still in the mix, Toledo Christian's in the mix, St. John's is in the mix. We'll see how that all shakes out. Now, almost forgot Division 6. We have a couple of schools in Division 6. Van Buren and Cary sitting right on the bubble. Van Buren, I think, is in 7th maybe this week. 8th. Van Buren's in 8th and Cary's in 9th or 10th. Both of them have pretty good paydays this week with Pandora on Van Buren's schedule and Colonel Crawford playing Cary. What do you think about Van Buren, in or out?
Van Buren's going to get in just because a couple of there's teams ahead of them that are playing. I think Jefferson's sitting 9th, and they have to play Spencerville.
Okay.
So that as long as Spencerville wins, that helps. And then Tenora's playing Ayersville. Tenora's playing Ayersville. So as long as Tenora beats Ayersville, who's sitting 7th, that should push them down. So as long as Van Buren wins and those things go accordingly, they should get in.
Okay. And it would be their first playoff berth, too, so that'd be big for Van Buren.
Yep.
All right, Cary, in or out?
Boy, I hate to say this because 9th place has been a bugaboo for Cary,
Oh,
but out.
out.
Yeah. And the worst part is it's getting worse because they were 7-3 in 9th, and then 8-2 in 9th, and now they could finish 9-1 and be 9th, with their only loss coming to Winford.
Finishing 9th 3 straight years, boy, that is tough. And,
I hope they make it.
I hope they make it too. I'd like to see Cary in the playoffs. Big senior class. They've had a great year. A 1-point loss to Winford shouldn't keep those guys out of the playoffs, you know?
I agree.
That's just the nature of it sometimes.
Yep.
That is the nature of it. Okay, that wraps up week 10 of high school football Chalk Talk here at the Courier. You can get all the information on Saturday morning in your edition of the Courier and online at thecourier.com.